Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
So, back to the camera panning in on the 5-finger isles, and this little, just as the sun is glowing on the horizon, the camera pans down. There's a group of little explosions that happen, and some yelling and some shooting and some exchange of gunfire, and a big steam jet goes on the deck shutting down, and an angry captain with her horned helmet comes stepping out of her doorway in all of her opulence and greatness. And everybody roll initiative.
No, I was holding an action. I get to hit her.
You do get to hit her first.
So, do I go ahead and throw my spell?
Uh-huh.
If I remember what I threw. I think I threw Arcane Bolt. Does that sound right?
Did we put it in the chat? Let's see here. Holding Chill Touch.
Chill touch.
Holding action for Chill
Holding
Touch.
action, Chill Touch.
Okay.
Notes are good.
Okay.
Because Mia totally sees the captain come out. They're like less than 5, 10,
Oh.
less than 20 feet away, and she totally drops the Chill Touch.
Oh, wait. I would like to use... Nope, I don't. Never mind. I will dismiss her.
And as your Chill Touch, the little spell goes off and this glowing hand comes flying, and the captain totally looks at Mia. Excuse me, as I can't breathe. And the Chill Touch comes flying towards her, and she just calmly does this almost cheerleader-esque duck in a circular motion as the hand kind of goes flying off into her quarters. And she just looks at Mia, and she just points her horrible grimace under the helmet at you. And just points her weapon at you, which I'm totally stalling to bring up her character to see what the weapon is.
That's fine. Can I call her some kind of derogatory name so that she'll focus on me? Whatever the most derogatory name for a military ex-cleric. Yep. And tell her, let's dance. And I'm in front of... I'm going to kind of make sure I'm bigger than... or more of a target than Callus.
Ooh.
Because she's mine. He can't have her.
Whatever. Yeah, I didn't have a ready to action because I was busy killing things. So
some people didn't have the free time for that kind of shenanigans.
Yeah. Killing things.
Oh, she just rolled the worst initiative ever.
That's awesome.
Yes.
This does not bode well.
Put the whammy on her. She's scared now.
It was obviously her very stylized cheerleader duck.
Oh.
Well, that sucks. Mine sucked.
Didn't suck as bad as hers. And obviously she has a cat in her cabin that's meowing incessantly, saying, "Captain, come back."
I think I'm going to have
what
to
we were doing?
office.
Remember, you have to...
Oh, shoot, I didn't click.
Click on your token.
Don't forget to click your
clicked
token.
on the wrong thing.
It's the best thing to watch all these beautiful initiatives go to nothing.
Well,
Target. Where are you, Gunny?
As Lexa rolls a 22 for initiative.
Feline waiting patiently at my door.
Wow, my initiative improved.
You can have the window.
But it's better than hers, so,
How many
I know,
initiatives
I'm
are you
doing-
rolling, Alexa?
Oh, hold on.
I had to
let me-
roll for Gunny, right? Did I not put Gunny?
Gunny. Sorry. I see it came up as Gunny, but it was showing on the right as you, so I'm like going, what the heck?
Yeah, well, you're like, I play a 2 over here, sir. Like,
She held an action, so she gets more initiatives than you.
Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
I had to let the cat in. Let me go ahead and roll initiative.
As the cat's like, you must let me in the room.
ooh,
Wow.
Did it? My guy selected. There we go. Oh,
I thought we
I rolled a
killed all the
natural
birds.
1.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
there's
hey,
lots
it's better
of
to do it on initiative then.
there's lots of interesting things happening right now, so
And I am like most of my targets I've already taken care of.
Right?
So
She's
I'm
still
gonna
hiding
probably have to go on the
Theo
ship
is
next.
up on the deck,
I'll go
still
fast.
hiding behind her pile of ropes, throwing things.
Quite
So
effectively, I might add.
We have Gargosh still on the dock as well. We've got Mia and Callus and Gunny all on the boat. Gunny's up by the wheel till, while Mia and Callus are on the main deck with a huge number of sailors dead on the deck and a few officers.
Blood
And
everywhere.
only Captain Xandros, the only figure you see on deck at the moment. And I will
At the
totally
moment.
point out the these are the stairs on the deck that go down below deck. These are the stairs that go up to the poop deck and the whatever the front deck is called.
Foredeck.
Thank you.
And doors to the
Yep.
bedroom, looks like.
The officer's door is still open. Okay, so Mia's held action fired off, and the captain did sexy, sultry captain of power, swoop, dodge. And at the top of the initiative, it happens to be Mia again.
okay, I'm going to move towards her, but still stay between like her and Callus.
And the big gun.
I am going. Sure. And I am going to throw burning hands.
Ooh, you're gonna burn the boat down? It's a metal
I
boat.
was going to say, you have a
Oh.
catapult right between you there. It's kind of big.
Oh. Okay, well then
I
I'll
might
move a
give
little
her
bit more.
advantage with
So I'm
that.
right in front of her.
Ooh,
That work?
okay. That would totally work. As you're making this big 15-foot cone in front of you of fire. So you're basically starting it here, it ends here, here, and here. And you have no friendly targets there.
Yay, thank goodness.
This is gonna be bad. So what? And your DC is
What?
14, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Are you telling me it's bad, so I should change my mind?
no, I love it. This is great. You should totally click show spell description. And as she's gonna try to dodge again out of the way, does 2 beat your DC?
No, it says my spell save is a 14.
She rolled
And
2
2.
twos. I think her dice are loaded.
It's funny.
So you blast your burning hands out, and she basically is eating a face full of burning hands. Go ahead and roll your damage. Or actually, it looks like you already did. 15 points. Captain.
Nope, that's all I'm going to do right now. Yep, that's good. And I'm going to marshal Gunny. I was going to burn his focus point, but I don't want to do that yet. I changed my mind.
Okay, so Gunny is up there on the poop deck after murdering the officer at the wheel. And she takes a shit ton of fire damage. You have burnt her great coat is on fire. She does this quick move where she shakes the coat off, but you can see she is scorched by your fire a lot. She is hurting. She lets out a very strong feminine roar at you for the fire.
Surrender now.
Isn't that
or
cute?
die.
Surrender now or die.
And I'll marshal Gunny and tell him to strike true, so he has advantage.
Okay. As he gives that little affirmative. And there's some motion happening below decks. You can hear some noise coming up the stairwell here. It's not like an army or something, but there's some people panicking, freaking out, doing some things. You can totally hear the yelling through the open portal, that portal that they can open and close for putting cargo below deck. There's yelling and shouting, and we're under attack! Raise the alarm!
A little late.
And at that moment, Gunny is ready to burst into action, whatever action you want him to take.
He's going to get down on our level. So give me a second of measuring. 1, 2, 3.
Why don't you just come the other direction?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's less distance.
I mean,
yes.
Just a point.
That's what I want to do. That's great. Thank you, guys. I want to get over here because I want him to
20
be
feet, we'll put him right
here. And I want him to make an attack.
As Gunny comes down the stairs and the captain totally is putting the flames out, looks at the steam jack, groaning the steps. And he's right in her face, too. That's not
And he's going to try to crush her.
A 23 will hit with crush. For 5 points of damage.
For her.
As he swings, she kind of pulls up her, shield, and the fist hits the shield, and you just hear her make a noise of pain as the concussion goes through the shield into her arm. As Gunny does some good damage there for 5 points. She is
good job, Gunny.
She is wavering on her knees at this very moment. I can only sense Callus grinning at this moment.
Yay! He's gonna take the kill shot. God dog it!
Oh, and is that good? Is that it for Gunny?
Yes, that's all Gunny's gonna do.
As I totally see Callus runs up the stairs of the aft deck to get a clear line of sight over the cannon.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing?
I can't have an attack of opportunity, right? Oh, he's not gonna get close enough. I was gonna try to trick him.
And we're gonna shoot.
And since you do have a height advantage now, that cannon is not able to give you disadvantage on the shot, which is what I was hoping for. So you run up that deck, and you clearly see her profile. She's got her shield up, stopping Gunny's blow, but you have her face and torso in clear view. What are you going to do?
Yeah, you can guess. Bring it up and
going to make friends with her?
Only a 14.
Only a 14 to shoot, but when you shoot, that 14 is just enough to beat her AC right now.
Holy cow.
Damage, 1 point of damage, 1 point of damage.
So go ahead and roll your damage for 8 points of damage.
Only 8? Dang it.
And since only 8 is more than what she has left, what does it look like when you finish her off with a shot? And steal Mia's kill.
It cuts right through the chest and kind of blows out the other side all over Gunny.
Mia's livid. She is just stink-eyed. She's so mad.
And he just kind of winks.
Oh, man, I had her!
As she falls to the ground, and she's like, but why? And she's now Gunny, looks at Mia, ready to take another shot, and she's just down for the count.
So bad.
Now, as lots of interesting things are happening, does Callus have anything for his bonus action?
No, just waiting for what comes out of the hold there.
Okay, Captain takes her last breath as the great cloak next to her is totally burning. Gargosh is up on the dock. Wait.
I will use a word. I will talk and I will holler out across the ship. Stand down below deck. Your captain is dead. Leave the ship and you will be allowed to leave freely.
Oh, somebody's getting cocky. So Gargosh,
Don't
you're
we
back.
need to question one of them to find out where the mystery item is? Well, I do have detect magic, guys, so we got that going.
Has she used it to detect magic and the engines are blaringly magical? So, back on the dock, Gargosh, you look across, you see Theo jumping up behind her nets and ropes, throwing her potions. You look at you look at the boat where there's all those corpses. What you gonna do?
I am going to stride commandingly onto the deck. And
as our pirate cockily walks across the gangplanks onto the deck.
And I claim this ship in the name of me. Drop your weapons and muster on deck.
That's right. Make sure you announce your name so they know the scary pirates.
Are you going to give your scary pirate name?
I claim this deck in the name of Captain Boom Howler. Drop your weapons and muster on deck.
And is that an intimidation?
Sure
Sounds
is.
like an intimidation to try to get people to surrender.
Absolutely.
I will give you advantage since someone said the captain's dead, and the captain is in fact dead, as well as a couple of the officers.
And they heard all the friggin' explosions and
and they smell the fires.
In 18, I see. Ooh, so Theo, is there anything you're doing as Gargosh is demanding surrender?
Well, let's see here. There's nobody else on deck. There's no. How badly hurt are any of our folks?
Not that bad.
I don't think you can heal Gunny, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm down to 10.
Oh.
Out of 14.
Out of 14.
I have all of my 15 hit points.
Like, shit, okay,
Only Gargosh and Gunny have taken any damage.
Yeah. As it should be.
You feel like you're hurting? Because I can give you an alchemical restorative. Okay, well, in that case, then I am I'm going to, well, you know what? I will join everybody on the ship. And let's see here. And I'm going to try for a deception as well, though. And saying, it's like, he'll slaughter you all! Actually, it's not really that is it? Okay, then we'll just go for performance. Because it's not a deception.
Not really.
It's like, if you value your lives, you will listen to him. The carnage!
I love it.
And I will let you do either intimidation or performance.
Performance. I'm not intimidating. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. Oh,
nice.
Oh my God. She pulls out her noble accent and everything. A hanky comes out of nowhere that's totally stained in all kinds of alchemical stuff. Oh, damn.
Talk about a drama queen.
I'm so livid now. Like, Callus took my kill. Gargosh, everyone's afraid of him. And I'm just like, what the hell?
As Mia stomps her foot, looks adorable, and says, "But I'm the scary one on this team."
Yeah. Hot dog it?
Total anime moment. Okay, and they will totally use the captain's initiative turn, even though she's dead. And you totally see like a couple weapons get thrown up there. Obviously sign of surrender. And some folks come stepping up slowly with their hands up. Wow, that's pretty dark.
Okay, hands are up. I guess that's a good sign.
If we keep this ship, we have to rename it the Carnage.
Yes.
Do we need to kill them all so we can keep the ship? Because I'm okay with that. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I already told him they have the right to leave, and then he was offered to. Boomhowler came on offering command of the ship and them basically to fall in.
Oh yeah, but I'm not like good aligned. I don't have a problem with killing them.
And she has another burning hands locked and loaded for that big mass of people in front of her.
Yeah, so no, just killing.
So as you see in the map, immediately 3 sailors and an officer come up with their hands up as, the officer says, "Say it isn't so, Captain, are you still with us?" Obviously has a crush on the captain. Everybody has a crush on the captain. She was really cute until she took burning hands to the face.
Crushed, okay, I was going to say Gunny had a crush on the captain.
As the 4 of them look on at you guys and say, "It is true what they say. The 5 fingers are full of the worst scoundrels and pirates of the entire Iron Kingdoms."
I believe you mean the best pirate in the entire world.
Oh no, he didn't.
Are we letting them leave?
Well,
are you saying this in character?
No, I'm wondering. I want to rob them. I'm poor. I need their money.
No, I offered them passage.
Okay.
Oh.
They can offer to serve Boomhowler if they choose, but
Hey, like, guys, if you need a job,
I mean, yeah.
These are dyed-in-the-wool military servicemen, so,
Oh, so yeah, no, they're not going to be keen on that.
You've got 3 choices. Pledge allegiance and continue working the boat, leave peaceably, or die.
And the 3 seamen you obviously see there looking at the gangplanks, and they are wanting to extricate themselves from this dangerous situation.
Is there one my size? Without my armor on, is there one my size?
There is one that's about your size.
Leave your uniform and go.
And the sailor starts immediately stripping off his seaman's uniform.
That's right, because he's scared of me. God dog it.
And the officer just, snootily looks at Mia and the seaman and says, "This is behavior unbecoming a sailor of the Empire."
You're all right.
Alice?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at her like, you're taking his clothes. Like, what the hell? Whatever.
We might need it. I steal something. You won't let me steal anything.
You can
stealing a man's breeches.
What more do you need? We're stealing a freaking ship. You can leave the poor little dudes all alone. Don't be greedy. We got a ship and all of its cargo. I mean, good Lord.
Well, and is anything left from their steam jack that we can,
All of it. I want all of it. Take your clothes back.
There might be some pieces left of it, but it is pretty jacked up. I mean.
Oh, I want the cortex. I want to see what the cortex is made of.
And we can steal all of its coal.
I was careful on my shots. Just a few holes in it.
We can pawn the cortex and some of the pieces, and I can buy new stuff for Gunny.
I think Theo did the most damage to the ship.
In regards
to the ship? Yeah.
The coal, by the way, it's a steamship, so it's got coal for days on board.
Oh.
Okay, I won't be greedy. I'll let him take his clothes. But if we need a disguise at some point,
After he takes off the clothes, you're just like, take your clothes and go, swab.
So, As the three sailors scurry off the ship, I'm going to step up to the officer and say, "Are we going to have a problem?"
And he totally looks at you, and yes, they go the long way because they don't want to climb over the steam jack that's on the other gangplank. Because remember, this guy's totally taking up the gangplank. And he looks at you, and he just steps forward, and you hear his little brass-capped boots click on the deck. He says, "You, pirates, have more than a problem with myself and my kingdom. What you have done here," and he totally glances over and sees the captain's form on the ground, burn marks all over, and he gulps. "You are neither a gentleman nor a human being." And he says that in a non-racist way, by the way.
Right on both counts. Callus?
And he kind of, as you call to Callus, he looks and realizes you have a sniper pointing a gun to his back. As he gulps again, big Adam Apple gulp in his big high-collared armor. It's got that marine look to it to protect his neck.
Mm-hmm.
What
will
do you
it be,
plan on
sir?
doing? I appreciate that you let my men leave, but you have not seized this boat yet. And he smirks a little half smile like he knows something you don't know. Because obviously he knows something you don't know.
Wouldn't it have been her ship? Herman?
He's an officer. He's in charge of everyone below him.
Well, he's the highest ranking official on the ship. It is his ship now. Theoretically.
Yes.
In his mind.
Yeah, in his mind.
And he looks back from you to Mia, and he says, "What are your terms?"
Oh, he says to me?
Well, he glances at you and then looked back at Boomhowler.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk over to her and grab her helmet and give it to Gunny. Like, I'm not even bothered by this dude. I could care less about this guy. I was told I can't kill him. I have nothing to do with him, and I can't rob anything right now.
The ship's and all its contents for your life.
That is not something I can offer. I am duty-bound to protect the cargo of this ship. If you need gold, I can give you gold and you can leave. But the contents of the ship belong not to me, but to my empire.
Yeah, well, we're duty-bound to obtain objects on this ship, so...
Kill him?
Contracts are contracts.
Well, technically it's not a contract. It was just a rumor, but he doesn't need to know that.
Can I shoot him?
Yeah. I don't care.
Really? You're going to shoot him cold-blooded?
Yeah, what is your alignment, girl?
Wow.
Oh, I'm chaotic neutral. I want that thing. I want that power thing that he's in between me and getting.
That's leaning more chaotic evil at this point.
She whips out her mechanical pistol and natural 20s him in the fucking forehead.
And I look at Cal and I wink.
I'm chaotic neutral, and I'm like, whoa, come on.
Yep. That's not...
I did him a favor. He died.
That negates,
a favor?
That negates anything that you've raided or anything like that, because that's just not kosher.
Are you saying I'm back to 0?
Yeah. Because that ain't kosher. That's not a kill.
Well,
that's murder.
That was
just murdered the guy.
I feel like I'm a little judgy.
What's a little murder between friends?
When you're using the pirate as a moral compass, just beware.
Although
I'm willing to fight for a cause, but you know.
I say Derek.
We're in the middle of parlay, and he might have
murdered him.
He might have been able to tell us something about whatever traps are set up down below. Because he seemed awful cocky for a man standing by himself, surrounded by several ruffians and Theo.
I'm going to address the other crew members and say,
And
I'm sorry about that.
They're already leaving.
But I would say, if any... Oh.
And as like, you say that, the body is bouncing down the stairs.
Okay, so since I shot him first, you want me to go down the stairs first?
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Our move. You know what? We should have a plan before we get on this ship, okay? Like, my family's kind of weird, and killing first and asking later is kind of our MO. So, like, I'll go down the stairs.
No, not our MO.
No, my family.
No, her family's
MO.
Family's MO.
I mean, remember,
I apologize.
Much like you, Kelly, she's a mafioso, in the blood.
But even mafioso has guidelines and principles that they follow.
But she's chaotic neutral, so she is a powder keg.
Yeah, and our clan isn't kind of like that. Our clan is very, very violent.
I mean, I'm chaotic.
I'm chaotic neutral, but...
So am I.
Actually, you know what? I should have the biggest problem with this. I'm lawful neutral. We were negotiating. What were you thinking?
She ruined your negotiation.
I thought when I asked, I was asking the group as Mia, and someone said, "Yeah, shoot him." And I was like, "Okay, click."
And actually,
he was looking at you funny.
Boom, you did basically pull the trigger because you said, "Sure, I don't care."
I did. Yeah.
I was like, "Okay."
You as much pulled the trigger as she did. So
no, I am equally guilty. That's true. I still say we send Gunny down first.
Okay, so from now on, I will not shoot unless they shoot at me first.
Well, we're not saying that. We're saying that if we say that you can go if you surrender, that's not.
But clearly he wasn't surrendering.
No, but we were still under parlay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely not surrendering.
Mouthing off did not mean he hadn't surrendered.
But it will enhance our reputation. So.
Himself. He just wanted to express his frustration. We've all been there.
I mean, he had the arrogance of a Signar officer. I will totally say they're not the British Empire, but they're totally the British Empire. He had that nose up, and he was hoity-toity, and
Everybody has their faults, but that's okay.
Yeah, but not all of us are like that, man. Some of us.
Doesn't mean you have to pop him in the head while he thinks he's, safe.
On the other hand, it's done. We can continue to argue about it, or we can inspect our new ship and
I would say we get underway.
Should we like float
Gargosh is sensing people are using spyglasses around town looking in this direction.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Getting off the docks and into some quiet cove where we can rename and subtly alter the appearance.
Well, then look for what we need to find, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to shipjack the whole boat. What a heist.
Priorities.
But it was a really good shot.
It was a good shot.
A masterful shot.
It's pretty easy to do that when they're just standing there unexpected.
Wow, the rivalry continues.
I mean, a babe could make that shot. A babe could make that shot.
So you're not so upset about the killing as you are the craftsmanship.
No, it's just, I mean, if I'm going to kill somebody, I'm going to, give them a chance to fight for it. So
you're a sniper.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a chance for 200 paces.
Actually, I'm not a sniper. I tend to fight in a closer combat. Just because I use a rifle doesn't mean I'm a sniper.
You were hiding behind fishing nets and picking off crewmen.
Mm-hmm. Up on rooftops shooting at burglars?
Moved right out in the open. So.
Yeah. I mean.
Once combat's engaged, that's one thing. But you just don't go and just shoot somebody standing there unsuspecting that's not an engaged combat target.
You're totally
in
sensing
parlay.
his war days, kicking back into the rules of war.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gunny's
what
gonna
is
start going
Gunny do?
Waiting for y'all to tell
get
him to go
underway.
down.
What do you got to do there?
You gotta hoist the mainsail. We never actually tied the ropes off, did we?
You mean untie them? Nope.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah,
haven't
okay.
untied them. Hold on,
We
I gotta
need
look
to
that
untie
out.
the
Oh, we made
ropes.
it like real easy to get off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like some kind of slip knot. As they're doing that, I'll have Gunny and we're kind of like throwing dead bodies like off the side.
Not the first time that's happened in this harbor.
No.
As all of a sudden there's some very pleasant splashes in the water following the splash.
But I'm gonna roll them all first. I steal stuff, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna if they got anything, I'm taking it. But not their clothes, because that's a line. We don't throw. Not their clothes.
You're gonna be walking up with a bloody bullet hole in the clothing. Oh yeah, I'm totally a Signar soldier. Yep.
It's vintage.
Okay.
Right, well, start heaving to get us out of here.
Yep.
Now, who is the one or two people that have watercraft? So I know who I'm giving some info to real quick before you're taking this option.
I highly doubt it's me.
I've got water vehicles.
Water vehicle, that's perfect. Anybody else?
Is that a skill or is that like?
It's going to be in your proficiency section.
Proficiencies?
It's under your passive perception.
On the bottom, it should be on the right side.
Yeah, I don't. It's not me. Definitely.
No, I've got every known weapon, but not water.
We're following all the guidance of Boomhauer, the skilled pirate of the deep sea.
Okay.
That was so badass when you said your name like that.
Boomhauer, with this style of vessel, it is a paddle wheel steam engine. You know that
Nice.
there is going to be below deck some engineers operating the ship. That you would normally go up to the wheel, and there's a little, it's almost like the old-fashioned boats where you see them with that little handle that they crank for full speed, quarter speed, half speed, third speed. So there is some engineers below deck that you're going to have to cooperate with.
Can they make the ship go boom?
Well, they wouldn't.
Make the ship go forward.
They totally would not make the ship go boom. That's their job.
Okay, I just was making sure we're not riding around on people that are trying to explode us from the bottom.
Oh, they totally could if they wanted to blow you up. They could blow you up, but it's their job.
Yeah,
to
but then they would blow themselves up.
Yeah.
Probably not the best plan on their part.
So on the plus side, being a steam, a magical steam wheel ship, it requires less hands to do things, which is great for you because you can easily operate the ship on minimal numbers, since there are some engineers below deck in the engineering room who the last order they said was we're coming to port, and that's pretty much all they hear in their engine room because it's very loud down there. Unless someone were running to them to say something.
Theo, you're charismatic and bougie. Go commandeer this ship.
Did you just call me bougie?
In the best way.
Oh, in the best way.
Well, I think the new captain needs to introduce himself to them.
Oh, I thought we were just pretending like they're going to change their plans.
You could totally bluff. I mean, bark some orders down the little speaking tube. And grab the controllers and pull it to do whatever you want. That's why I'm just giving you the heads up of that's what kind of ship this is. So there's no hoisting the mainsails or anything at the moment. You could totally do it just with steam wheels.
Well, then,
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
since this happened in all of like 30 seconds since
Probably
you guys
pretty quick,
boarded, the engineers don't know anything other than, big steam magical engines going whoosh, 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 whoosh. I'm assuming they're wearing some OSHA approved hearing protection. Oh, wait, it's the industrial
Sure they
age.
are.
Okay, wax covered pieces of cloth in their ears.
My deception's pretty high, and the captain was a female. Do you want to tell me what to say, Gargosh? And I'll whisper it in the pipe.
I mean, sure. I think we want to say ports unsafe, reverse. We need to find another. Yeah, ports unsafe.
Fire.
Undocking procedures.
Fire up engines.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
go ahead.
That's what I'm going to say.
Give me a deception. It's not with advantage or disadvantage because, you had a good point about the captain was female, so she's going to totally impersonate the woman's voice she only heard once.
But she's wearing the helmet, so. Oh, no, Gunny is. Never mind.
Yes. But it's also loud down there, so.
Yeah.
If I want to burn an inspiration point, do I tell you before or after?
Before. And I assume,
Okay,
Theo, are you popping the lines real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, help and get lines.
As we're hearing dun dun.
Oh, I
dun,
did.
dun, dun,
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. So we have a 19 for deception, and immediately, now that Boom Howler is at the till and standing over the corpse of the previous pilot.
I'm going to nudge Gargosh and be like, it's like I'm a pirate too.
Hey, matey. You're doing good.
As you guys are up there and the engines roar to life, you get the bellowing black smoke, which is great. It's total cover for you guys. Thank God for, industrial pollution. Gargosh, give me a proficiency with your watercraft. When you click on it, it should ask you what attribute you're using. You can totally tell me which one and how that's working. It can't be charisma. You cannot charm the keel off the boat. The pirates rub the helm gingerly in sweet whispers.
No,
I mean, thankfully, you do know there's a lot of shitty little ports you can pull into to do exactly what you're planning on doing, you horrible, horrible people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been sailing on my parents' yacht, but
I'm sure you're not pulling into those ports.
But I'm no sailor. I didn't pay attention.
I would like to use strength to be able to maneuver the wheel quickly because it's got a bunch of interlocking mechanisms, and I'm gonna brute force it to make a quick getaway.
Boom Howler is taking the helm, and you see his muscles bulge as he is telling this lass what to do. Damn, with a 23, yes, you pull her out of port with no problem. You clink the controls to full reverse. You back this boat out. You 3-point turn this bad boy full speed ahead. Where exactly?
Who's got the skis?
Where exactly are you taking this ship? And by the way, you guys are hearing yells and questions coming up from down here and down here, obviously more crew, as they're attempting to communicate with anyone on deck that's still alive. And then you're hearing down below, is there an officer still alive? And then there's one officer's voice saying, yes, hold fast, protect what you have. Can anyone get to the engineers?
We may want to go down and...
I was going to say, I'm going to start heading down.
Yep, me too. And Gunny, we're going down. Why am I in two different places? What is going on?
Because you're on two different levels of deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I had you on 2 different maps.
Oh, okay, so is the next ship down at the below deck?
The lower, you guys are, this is in the lower deck. So you guys.
Yep, so basically coming down to here. Boop, boop, boop.
So you're going to be coming out to here. So who's the first one coming down the steps?
I am, got rifle ready.
Okay. You come creeping down.
Probably don't want my explosions to happen in the ship, so
you feel very exposed as your shins are down below the. As you realize your legs are completely exposed, and then your barrel and your chest, and you duck and look. And the second you look, you see the unfriendly feel of a barrel sticking out this door. And a trembling helmet there, as someone's been holding their action for like 5 minutes and pulls the trigger.
Okay. I mean, they haven't been shot before, so, we'll go with it.
And they have advantage with that. Will a 16 hit you?
What is my AC? 16 is my AC, so I guess it will hit.
As you get hit squarely in the chest, just below the armor, for 9 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ow.
As the voice behind the door mysteriously says, "Hand me another pistol!"
That's why you let ladies go first.
Wow. Mia, you're in your dark place right now.
I, didn't want you to get hit and killed in one shot.
And if you would like to shoot back, since it is your turn, it is a disadvantage shot because they're just barely peeking around the corner, but you could totally take the shot. As they're obviously handing their pistol off to someone who's giving them another pistol.
All right. What the hell? I tried to be nice. Alrighty then.
Because he's using the wall for cover. Let's pray the door frame saves him. The nice thing about real walls instead of drywall walls. Damn, a 24 will hit.
Does that do something?
18 will hit too. Damn. You rolled on fire.
How about 17 points to whoever's there?
As immediately he falls dead, as you realize that bastard shot me, and you shot him in return, and only one of you is dead.
Yeah, and I'll move over to here, and I'll stand down and open the door and surrender. Boom Howler, captain of the ship, demands your fealty.
Ooh, I don't know.
I was going to give you a potion, but you walked away.
Don't know if I should have you roll the intimidation now or next turn. Let's go next turn. As you just executed the guy, and you totally see the corpse that rolled to the ground and died was an officer.
Yeah, through a hole in the door, by the way.
Well, the door is open because that's how he shot you. Or are you saying you put a hole?
Are you trying to one-up my
the
shot?
Doorway.
Because he was shooting, you said, through like a hole, right?
He had the door open. And he's basically on his knee leaning in the doorway. So only his gun hand was sticking out. He was doing all the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it worked well for him, didn't it?
So, Boom Howler, up on the deck. You feel good. You're at the till of the ship. Your muscles are bulging. The wind is flowing through your not hair. You're at the helm of a ship again. Where are you taking the boat?
Well, I'm going to yell out just a scream just a shout of pure joy. And what I want to do is steer the boat to one of those small uncharted islands that smugglers and other ne'er-do-wells use to lay low or transfer cargo or do things that you don't want necessarily people on the main islands to know about.
Okay, perfect. There's dozens of those, and they're all within like 5 minutes cruise from the speed you're going. So you clearly are pointing out to a friendly port, let's say friendly port, that no one will ask any questions. But it has a dock, and it has a plethora of people you could hire to put things on boats and make disappear.
And or
yes,
sell things. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Theo, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying the cruise. Cleaning my stuff. I'm rooting around in their stuff to see if there's anything that I can use for my alchemical purposes. But other than that, I'm just, enjoying the breeze, the fresh air.
I mean, literally like 5 seconds out of the docks, the air improves immensely in the Five Fingers. Less sewage, more seawater.
Yeah, I'm just, takes me back.
Yeah, she's wondering when high tea starts.
Does this ship?
No, I'd be the one cooking the tea. Who are we kidding? Let's get some extra vitamins in there for you guys.
It's got electrolytes. It's got what plants want.
I got some herb that will just, it's going to totally mellow you.
So, top of the order, Mia, Gunny. You saw him shoot and kill an officer right here, and he took a nice safe position against the wall there.
Only slowly.
Internally, I don't understand what the difference is. Why his is okay, but I'm gonna actually go in this room. Do I see anybody? Do I see anybody else in this room?
You're going in this room, or you talking this?
No,
room?
I mean where I'm at. As I've come out, I've seen Callus shoot this guy. Are there any obvious other people milling about?
So you're saying you come down to like right here? He's got to come down these steps.
Yep.
Oh, this is another level.
Yep, this is the lower deck.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm coming down to the lower level. I'm gonna leave Gunny up on the top level, just in case.
You clearly heard that there's more people in here, and you're hearing some talking of the officer's dead. The officer's dead, and they're demanding our surrender, and we're at sea.
I'm gonna get right over here in front of the door and basically say, if you want, and I think I have. Well, I'm not deceiving them. I'm going to say, if you want to live, just leave now, before I get a chance to shoot you, hurry.
I just quietly chuckle.
Yeah, that's not deceptive.
No, I'm being honest. I was going to deceive them, but I was like, I don't have to. The group's already busted me. I'm not going to shoot these guys unless they shoot me first.
We have pistols. We will defend ourselves if you are pirates from the Five Fingers. And
you're about to piss me off. I'm going to burn this place down if you don't leave.
So give me an intimidation to get them to surrender.
Okay.
She get advantage from my prior.
And yes, I will definitely give you advantage with Callus's, threat that you're following up on with the skill check. So you have a 15, and immediately, 4 pistols get thrown out 2 at a time in front of your feet. We will surrender, you thieves and scoundrels, if you promise not to kill us.
Yep, I promise not to kill you.
Don't sound so disappointed.
We have wives and children back in Signar.
Yeah. Go, hurry before I change my mind.
Okay, so are you telling them to go above deck, or?
Yeah, go above deck and jump. You're just gonna have to go back to the station. We're not a cruise ship. We're not taking you to your final destination.
As these two guys, you totally know that they're there because they kind of pop around so you can see that they're there, so that you are aware to not murder them. As they totally look at your fancy mechanical magic pistol and they're like, "Oh no!" And
we can drop them at. They don't have to jump into the middle of the ocean.
Well,
you're not in the middle of the ocean. You're still
they
in
may
the
not
five
want
fingers.
to go to the port we're going either.
Well, I mean, they don't have a lot of options. If they want to swim, they can, or they can go to the port and deal with that.
And these two guys, as they come past you, they totally have their hands up. They totally look at Callus and they're like, "Oh!" And they shout, "Morrison, surrender and join us now before it's too late!" And as soon as they say that, dude over here pops out and throws his pistol, and he totally pokes around and says, "If I surrender, am I allowed to leave too?"
Yes, hurry up. We're letting everybody, apparently.
And
wow.
This guy is like running past, to try. He's totally trying to leave and surrendering.
Wait, I'm gonna get in front of him, stop him, and ask him what's going on with this device of unlimited power. What do you have that's magical and special?
So you're asking this guy?
Yep, the guy that seemed the most terrified of me.
I don't know anything about the cargo. I just know that we have secret cargo that we must make sure makes it to the mainland to be secured.
Where?
From anything, including the infernals. And he looks kind of both ways, like he doesn't want to be heard saying that, and gives himself a little gesture. You may want to ask one of the officers on the ship, as I'm merely a seaman.
How many officers were on this ship?
There were 5 officers.
Okay, I got good odds. Okay.
And Mia starts counting on her fingers.
Does that count as the captain?
2. Nope, that wouldn't be the captain.
Okay.
As Mia's doing a quick hand count, she thinks she's at 4. There's only 1 officer left.
That's what I got too.
I assume Gargosh knows what officers look like.
Well, they're wearing uniforms. I mean, you can clearly see that these are sailors.
Okay, we know these guys. Okay.
Which means be careful with just shooting things blindly.
Anyone with appellays is important. If they got stuff on the shoulders of their armor, they're an officer.
Okay.
Silly military, they're an easy way to identify officers.
I need epaulets.
And Theo, you totally see some sailors pop up on deck, and they're both looking for which side of the ship is closer to jump off. Something's going on below deck. So what's Gunny gonna do?
Gunny is going to go. Sorry, I don't know why this turn order's in my way.
Just throw it.
Gunny's going to. He's going to walk over. How many? Can I tell? There's 1 or 2 more levels to this boat?
Yep. You know that there's a stairwell over here, so there's at least 1 more level down. You're assuming there's probably 2. You've been around enough.
Gunny's
count decks.
Gunny's gonna go down the next deck. He's gonna go down and just kind of pop out down here.
So
and
you have Gunny step on the corpse and come over this way, then come over this way, and 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 then go down. And he's going all alone, out of sight, below deck.
Yes. Yes.
As Gunny totally goes below down. There's lights lighting the place up, and he looks. He acknowledges there's lots and lots of cargo containers down here, and he just looks around and just shrugs in Gunny style, waiting for an order.
Okay. Does he see anybody down there?
He doesn't see anything threatening.
Okay, cool.
I mean, nothing shot him yet.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.